This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are thrilled to once again return to the gateway to the West, the proud city of St. Louis, Missouri. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go. All right.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. If you look at this Bronco defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Here we go. Good night.
They'll keep it on the ground. Frazier. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing Nix. Pressure comes and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Williams. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! A big play there. 70 yards. And the Blues are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And this is one of those something's got to give games. You got the number 1 passing team in the NFL against the number 1 defense against the pass.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. To throw is Nix. That's pulled in by Brooks. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Now it's Nix. A slant to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 1st down. It's Frazier. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. They'll keep it on the ground. Frazier. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Broncos 14.
St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Here we go, son.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Here we go.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Fields. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here we go, Scott. Hey, 551, 551. Man. Right.
On 4th down, Fields. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. 19 right.
Here's Nix. This ball taken in here by Brooks. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw, here's Nix. Looking deep for Bennett. This is intercepted. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. This one hauled in by Sample. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Blues are an extra point away from drawing level.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball.
but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Nix looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A try here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He's got this to Williams, complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Blues are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. These 2 teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Oh, a design run for their wideout. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Rolling to his left. He finds his man, complete. That's Brooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Nix from the shotgun. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on third down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a first down.
Broke the one tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
Here's Fields. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Don't jump. Ready?
Fields now to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Frazier. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has. Percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Back to throw. Nix. And this one is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going. It's Nix. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He may go. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that could be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw. Nix. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest, and with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Back to the air with Nix. He finds his man, complete. It's Brooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Given back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies X.
Under pressure, and down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lynch. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Broncos on the move here a bit. Nice plays in succession back-to-back.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. No problem there on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, son.
Now it's Fields. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. His throw incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They snap it to Fields. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirate.
They'll go play action with Nix. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Flushed out right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Operating from the gun, Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Broncos. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Here we go.
Fields. He finds his man complete. That's Frazier. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, son.
To throw is Fields. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the fourth and final quarter. Here's 2nd and 10.
Punch right. Here we go, set. 11, 11, 11. Set high.
To the air again, Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, and for the first time this season, he's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right...
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Here we go, set.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. You good?
Throwing again is Fields. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Frazier. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Blues have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Working out of the gun is Nix. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal. A loss of 12. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Okay, ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
To throw, here's Nix.
He's got it at the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Trap 60. Here we go, set. 15, pioneer. Go.
Here's Nix.
And it's caught. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Now the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Blues 35.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently didn't. Get the 2 feet down inbounds.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Angel. Here we go. Tonight.
Play action. It's Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Wide open receiver complete. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
This is 1st and 10.
Go.
And one last throw here for Fields.
The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were